it's just scary, the uncertainty of this whole thing. I'm thinking, what am I going to do? And I felt I was having a breakdown. In this video, I'm going to be sharing a couple of things that I do and that work for me to manage my anxiety as a small business owner in this pandemic time. Good morning. How are you today? I mean, really, how are you? We're living in crazy times. And that's what inspired me to do this video. In this video, I'm just going to be talking about some of the things I'm using to cope with my anxiety during these Rona times. I feel like we're all in panic, in trauma mode, and we're just like literally just trying to survive. And in this video, I'm just going to be talking about how I'm dealing with my anxiety as a small business owner. So my name is Latifa. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. What is my channel about? My channel is just basically, I'm just going to be sharing my journey as a small business owner, as well as tips and strategies that you can use to build your social media presence, either as a small business or as a personal brand. So yeah, if that's the type of content you want to sign up for, you need to subscribe, honey. And please like the video or not, but engage, because it shows the YouTube algorithm that there's interest in the video, and then they show it to more people who are interested in this topic. So yeah, so now that we got that out of the way, let me just tell you quickly about the day I'm having. I'm in Lagos and we're on lockdown here. It's been the second week of lockdown, but prior to that there was like a 2-week lockdown. So it's been 3 weeks of lockdown for me. And I had 2 client meetings on Zoom. I had a deadline for a project that I needed to finish, and a lot of times we don't have power here. So we've got 2 generators, a smaller one and a big one. It's just a way to so you have an alternative backup supply. So there's no power, and guess what? Both generators went down at the same time. And guess what? Because there's a lockdown, we couldn't even get someone to come and get it fixed, because there's like army everywhere. And I just started panicking, because I'm thinking, what am I going to do? And I felt I was having a breakdown. And I just started crying, because these last couple of weeks have been a lot. There's been a lot of anxiety for me, just worrying about catching this thing. I was getting tension headaches because I haven't really been going out. I only go out to get groceries. And whenever I'm going out to get groceries, there's a lot of anxiety because of everything that goes into going out. You know, you wear a face mask, you wear gloves, you have to make sure no one touches you, you're social distancing. It's just a lot. It's a lot. So I realized that I started getting, the last 3 times I went grocery shopping, I had a headache, and I found out that I stress headaches, and that's what it was. Because I kept thinking, oh my God, do I have the Rona? Because they said that one of the symptoms of Rona is a headache. It's crazy. It's just scary, the uncertainty of this whole thing. Just thinking about, the economic fallout and the fallout for businesses, and how that's going to have a ripple effect on everything. It gives me serious anxiety, because I own a social media and content marketing agency, and it's small and it's new, and 80% of my clients are brick and mortar, and they're not open now. They're shut. It makes me worried about the future of my business. So it's just a lot. I just started crying. I could not deal. I felt I was having a breakdown. Now there's so much to be thankful for, and I don't want to be like I'm not grateful, because I am. But it was a lot. It was a lot. And I don't think a lot of people talk about that, So anyways, so that was that. So there's a couple of things I do to manage my stress and my anxiety, and I had to rely on those things again in these times, because I've had a couple of episodes. So these tips I'm sharing are for like people who have COVID related anxiety and are worried about the future and just things like that, because a lot has changed. Everything has changed. I mean, let me just put this out there. Full disclaimer, I am not a mental health professional. I'm just someone out here who is dealing with some anxiety about this whole pandemic and this crisis. This is not for people who are actually clinically diagnosed with anxiety or any type of anxiety or depression. So, yeah, let's get into the tips. One thing that's worked for me, honestly, I had to disconnect from the news. I know when I say the news, it's not just watching news, it's even social media. Everything was Rona, CV-19, everything, even on WhatsApp, broadcast messages, boom, 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 boom. I had to disconnect. Honestly, I don't need to hear the numbers. It's here, and the cases are rising. I know that I don't need to know the numbers. I don't, because every time I saw news about it or saw a story about a death, it it was just hard. So I disconnected from the news. So that's one thing that's helped. Another thing that's helping me right now is I'm thinking about life post this, not the dark side. I'm just being hopeful. I'm thinking about, going out to eat again. I'm thinking about hugging people again, which is the thing about all this that, like, I just feel like, are we ever going to get back to a time where we can actually hug people, like, and just hold hands and stuff? It's crazy, but I think about that. I think about just being able to go out and just being able to be free, being able to be outside and just be around people, go for parties, and just, excuse me, I'm getting a bit emotional, and just live life. So I think about life post all of this, and that gives me some hope because I believe we're going to get through this. That gives me hope. I am creating actionable strategies that would help my business post COVID. So that also ties in with, looking towards the future and just knowing that this is going to pass and, life is going to slowly come back to normal. So I'm preparing for that. I'm preparing for a lot of the businesses that are going to want to transition to online. A lot of the businesses that are going to want to transition to to start using social media marketing and content marketing. When that happens, come to Latifa. Another thing that I'm doing, because what the lockdown did was it messed up my routine, because I have a routine and I wake up, I go out to, I have like classes, I do classes in the morning, and then I go to my office, I work from there, and I come back home, rinse, repeat every day. Messed up my whole routine. Sometimes I wake up at 5 in the morning, sometimes I go to bed at 4 in the morning. I won't wake up till like 10, and I have like client work to do, and I realize, oh shit, I woke up late, but I can't exercise, so I had to go back. I had to set up a routine. So I'm not waking up as early as I would if I was going out like before Rona, before lockdown, but I've created a routine now where, I wake up, I work out a couple of days a week, I have a bath, I get dressed, I set up my work area, and I work, not on my bed, but I've just set up like a little, it's not a work area, it's like literally in the living room. But for me, that's my designated office for now. So yeah, so I had to create a routine, and I'm trying to stick to that routine because it's just helped me maintain a level of sanity and control. So sticking to a routine is a good one. Workout or stretch. Working out doesn't have to be doing a full-on intense workout, even just going for a walk, because you're just indoors, you're on lockdown, you're indoors, and it's just you and your mind. It can go to some really dark places, and I find for me, exercise in some way helps me a lot. It gives me those feel-good hormones, especially in the morning. I feel like, yes, I've accomplished something. Yes, I worked out. So I feel like my day has already started well. So working out for me is a good one. Sometimes when I don't work out every day. Sometimes I'll just stretch, because where I work, when my work area is not comfortable at all. So it hurts my back, Man's is getting old, so we need like proper desk areas. I just literally sit on the couch, but it's my work area, and that's my designated work area, which is actually where I'm filming. But yeah, it helps me. For me, just stretching, helps. So working out. Another thing is just taking some time to just breathe. I don't meditate. I've tried a couple of times. So just turn off all your devices, turn off work, turn off the telly, and just go to a comfortable place and just breathe, meditate. I would say it's meditation actually, but for me, my mind runs 1,000 thoughts a minute. So I haven't been able to master the art of just meditating and just being like, and I'm literally just thinking of nothing. So I just always try to just take 5 minutes. Like, so I'll just take a moment and just sit somewhere and just breathe and just try to gather my thoughts. So like when I said like taking time out to breathe, for me, another thing that helps is just praying. But you know what, in times like this, we need our faith, and my faith isn't there. It's not even here, but I found myself talking to God a bit more during these times. And I just pray He keeps us all safe and we're all healthy. That's the most important thing, health. I don't know what number we're on because I'm just talking right now from the heart. But another thing that helps me, and you don't have to use all of these tips at the same time, but just talking to someone, right? Having someone to talk to, if it's a mentor, a friend, a partner, parent, but just having someone who is a safe space to talk to, and a place where you don't feel judged for feeling how you feel. It's very important. I'm so thankful for the circle that I have, and we've had a lot of open conversations about our feelings during this time and how it's affecting our mental health and our thoughts. It's like, when you're going to a dark place, you can call someone and the person just gives you that dose of reality. So I think that's also very important, just having a trusted circle that you can talk to. I think it's important to not always dump on people because people have their own that they're dealing with. Your circle, if they're giving that to you, it's important to also give that to them. So you're not just taking, right? So it's important to have a circle that you feel safe with and that you can communicate with. Another thing that I think helps with anxiety is just staying connected, using social media in a healthy way, staying connected with your family, your friends. If they're not with you physically, call them, text them, video calls. I mean, the good thing about dealing with a pandemic in 2020 as opposed to the Spanish flu is that we have technology. We can get on things like house party and just while away some time. We can talk to family, we can video call wherever they are in the world. So we've got that. We've got technology on our side. So let's use it to, our advantage. You know what? I really wish I was booed up this period. That's all I'm going to say about that because I'm not. I don't have a quarantine bay. Because I think having a partner, a trusted partner that you feel safe with during this period, especially if you guys are together, would really help if you're dealing with any type of anxiety. That's what I feel like could be wrong. Another thing that helps me is taking time out for self-care. It just helps for me to just have that bit of a pamper session. You can give yourself some self-care, whatever self-care is to you. For me, it's just skincare, getting, at night, I, get into my skincare, use my sheet mask, even though I'm being very economical with it now. I buy them in bulk, luckily. So I still have enough for the next 8 weeks. Fingers crossed. So I'm good for 8 weeks, but I don't know when all of this is going to end. So I do that and it makes me feel better because I feel like I'm going to bed now. My skin is just soft. My skin is pampered. My skin is, it's been loved on, So whatever self-care is to you, it might be just getting on your trusty little rabbit and just going at it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, those are my tips that I'm using. Again, I'm not a mental health professional. If you're actually suffering from severe anxiety, I suggest you speak to a mental health professional. Even if right now you can't go in to see one, but there are a lot of them online. So yeah, do that. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you found any value in this video, please give it a like. Tell me how you manage your own anxiety in these times or even in just regular times. pre-Rona, but most especially in these times. Just share your tips down below. Let's get talking. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll chat with you in my next video.